Yeah, man, my name is Jimmy. I come from Jamaica, bro. I'm gonna sing Mato Vu. Oh, 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 oh. Mato Vu, oh Halecha, Yaakov. משכנותיך ישראל, מה טובו אוהליך יעקב. משכנותיך ישראל. This comes from the portion of Balak. Bilam thinks he's gonna curse Israel, but really in the end his plan derails into nothing and it ends up blessing Israel. מה טובו עליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. Bilam thinks he's bad, he's really good because he blessed Israel instead of putting them in a bad mood. He did not curse them, he did bless them. He blessed them with these words. מה טובו עליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. Yo, Bilam did not curse Israel, he ended up blessing them with the following words. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. He talked to a donkey, beat it up. He beat it up, but the donkey still loved him a lot and it caused him a lot. But he ended up being bad. He never turned a new leaf. He ended up being a villain forever and ever and ever and ever. מה טובו עליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. Everybody listen, gather around. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. Listen to those words. Read Shem. The translation in English, they are good. Good words Bilam spoke, but he meant to curse Israel. He ended up blessing them instead. The donkey helped a lot, but he still ended up being bad. מה טובו עליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. מה טובו אוהליך, מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל.
Well, Shavua Tov, everyone. My name is Morey Jackson Edwards. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you to our Havdalah service. It's our last stream of the Shabbat as we are seeing the sun go down and we are seeing entering into the new week. It is time for Havdalah. Havdalah literally means separation. We are separating between the holy and the common. And as we are entering the new week, we are already anticipating the coming Shabbat that will be coming in just a few days. We already have the intention of preparing for Shabbat, even while it's still the Shabbat. And so on behalf of Avatami Ministries and Yeshivat Shuvu, I welcome you to this special stream. Please like and share this broadcast. After the Havdalah, which you'll join with me in, we'll be with Rabbi Shapira, who has the next teaching in this explosive series called Emet Me'eretz Titzmach. This is Truth Springs from the Earth. This is a series in which every single week, at the end of the week, we are exploring some of the objections to Yeshua the Messiah, some of the anti-missionaries' arguments against Yeshua, and debunking them one by one. And so we've had 3 of these so far. We're going to enter into the 4th one today as we're looking at the veracity of Yeshua the Messiah. We're verifying and we're showing ourselves approved that we know how to answer these questions. If you're unsure how to answer some of these questions that are proposed by anti-missionaries, proposed by certain people who oppose the Messiah, you'll be able to listen to this series and be able to give a really good answer to anyone who brings up these objections to you. So please stay tuned. At the end of the broadcast, we'll be going right to Rabbi Shapira, and he'll be teaching us in the series lesson 4 of Emet Me'eretz Titzmach. We have a few announcements. I'm going to start with the biggest and greatest one. Today, this morning, if you weren't a part of the service, we had a major announcement of 100 Gates, 100 Shofarot being printed in soft cover for all of you to be able to run and pre-order today. If you've been around for the last couple of years with Avatami Ministries, we actually translated, first of all, we put 100 Gates, 100 Shofarot into English, but we also had it translated to multiple languages, made it available for free online. But today is a historic day because we're taking that same publication, we're expanding it, we're adding the Seder for Rosh Hashanah, which is a Sephardic tradition that Rabbi Shapira, he not only put the whole thing there for you, but he wrote commentary on each of the simanim, each of the steps of the Seder. And we've added that to the book, and we're printing it to make it available for you and for your communities this coming Rosh Hashanah. And you can see on your screen now the whole list of all the things that are included here, including the Sephardi Seder, as I mentioned. There's an entire, essentially, book within a book of a full commentary on the Akedah of Yitzchak on Genesis 22, which is traditionally read on Rosh Hashanah. We have the whole Slichot service, the Tashlich service, the Tikiyot of the Shofar, which is including the Yeshua Sar HaPanim, Yeshua, the Prince of the Face, which is has been censored from modern Machzorim. We have it included there with commentary all about why Yeshua is seen in the Tikiyot of Rosh Hashanah. And it's, of course, full of commentary on each and every section by Rabbi Shapira, Rabbi Bernstein, and others. You can pre-order at the link on your screen, shofar.shuvu.tv. And we highly encourage you not only to get one for yourself, but if you're part of a community, encourage your community to get a bulk order of these for Rosh Hashanah. You'll be able to use them for the morning service, for the Seder the night before. Even if you're not part of community, you can host something at your house, and you can invite people over and get a bulk order of these. And so we're really excited about this. We hope you are as well. It's a historic moment because we're able to actually print these. It's been really difficult in the last couple of years post-pandemic to be able to print resources. And so it's a privilege to be able to do so for you, and that you can actually buy these and you can gift them to your friends and family. And it's not just going to be text on a screen anymore. It's not just going to be this publication in PDF, but it's going to be a physical book. And so we're really excited about this. We hope you are too. Run and pre-order, tell your friends and family about it. And we know it's going to be awesome. We're going to have an amazing Rosh Hashanah this year. B'ezrat Hashem, and in the name of Yeshua, our Messiah, it's going to be amazing. We want to remind you that your support is needed. Avatami Ministries, as Rabbi Shapira says, we don't have like a rich uncle or some benefactor that's funding everything. This is a grassroots organization. We run based on your support and based on each and every one of you. If you're blessed by the work that we do, there's so many ways to be able to give. You can go to funly.com/Avat Ministries on your screen. You can go to funly.com/Kiruv, Operation Kiruv, if you have a heart for the Jewish people, a heart for Israel. If you have a heart for Sephardim, the Torah Center, which is going to be a lighthouse and a beacon to the entire Sephardi world in the Dominican Republic. This is a great place to be able to get involved and donate there, as well as Beit Shuvu in Africa. If you have a heart for Africa, we're raising not one, but 2 synagogues in Harare and also Gutu in Zimbabwe. And so you can be a part of this. As you know, we've had to postpone the grand opening, unfortunately, of Beit Shuvu. Not that it's not going to happen. It will happen with your support. And there's just so many things that have been added on to the bill. It's very complex to be able to open a synagogue. And so we're looking to do that really soon. And you can help hasten the grand opening of Beit Shuvu in Zimbabwe. And you can go to the link on your screen there as well. We're coming now to the Havdalah. You can follow along in page 87 of Avat Olam Siddur. I like to mention at this time that as we come into Shabbat, we sing the words of Lecha Dodi, and the words there in verse 3 is Sof Maaseh B'machshavat Chila. It's the last indeed, but first in thought, speaking of the Shabbat, which means that even though Shabbat is the last thing we do in the week, Shabbat is the first thing, B'machshava, in the thought, in the mind. And so as we exit Shabbat, we're already planning, anticipating, looking forward to the next Shabbat, and in entering the 6 days of work with the mindset of what's coming, the anticipation of Shabbat, we are already fulfilling the mitzvah of guarding the Shabbat ahead of time. And so this is similar to the Psalms say, the tzaddik goes mechayel lechayel, from strength to strength. We jump from Shabbat to Shabbat, and in this way, we are anticipating and hastening the Geulah, as Shabbat itself is a picture and a symbol of the complete Geulah, the complete redemption. You can join me. Hine el Yeshuati. Hine el Yeshuati, Evtach velo evchad, Ki ozi vezimrat Yadonai, Vayehi li Yeshua, Ushavtem ma'im besason, Mimane Yeshua, Ladonai Yeshua, Amecha v'chatecha zela, Adonai Tzevaot imanu, Yisagav lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah, Adonai Tzevaot, Ashrei Adam boteach bach, Adonai Hoshia Melech Yanei, B'yom Koenu, La Yevuti, Hayata Oav V'simcha, V'sason v'ikar, Enti elanu, Kos Yeshuot, Esav V'shem Adonai Ekra. Lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai lai la la lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai lai la la lai 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 lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, boeh pri hagel lay lay la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boeh minei besamim boeh minei besamim lay lay la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 la lay 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam boeh meorei haesh boeh meorei haesh lay lay la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 la 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 lay 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 la 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 lay lay la la lay 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 la la lay Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavdil ben kodesh lechol hamavdil ben kodesh lechol beno lechoshech beno lechoshech ben Yisrael elamim ben yom hashvi'i לששת ימי המעשה המבדיל בין קודש לחול המבדיל בין קודש לחול בינו לחושך בינו לחושך בין ישראל אל עמים בין יום השביעי לששת ימי המעשה ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחול שבוע טוב 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 We are calling out for Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet, and as we know, Eliyahu Hanavi is the precursor. He's the one who stands at the door on Pesach, and behind Eliyahu Hanavi is Yeshua Mashiach, Mashiach ben David. We are praying for him to come im Mashiach ben David, with Mashiach ben David. Eliyahu hatishbi Eliyahu Eliyahu hagiladi Eliyahu hanavi Eliyahu hatishbi Eliyahu Eliyahu hagiladi bimehera yavo eleinu im Mashiach Mashiach ben David bimehera yavo eleinu im Mashiach Mashiach ben David Eliyahu hanavi Eliyahu tishbi Eliyahu Eliyahu hagiladi Eliyahu hanavi Eliyahu tishbi Eli Eliyahu Eliyahu Giladi Bimmeha Yavo Eleinu Mashiach Mashiach ben David Bimmeha Yavo Eleinu Mashiach Mashiach ben David Bimmeha Yavo Eleinu Mashiach Mashiach ben David Bimmeha Yavo Eleinu Mashiach Mashiach ben David. Wishing each and every one of you a Shavua Tov, a good week ahead. We have Tu B'Av coming up this week in just a few days. It is known in Tractate Ta'anit as one of the greatest and most joyous days of the year other than Yom Kippur. And so have some fun on Tu B'Av. It's a great addition, a great post Tisha B'Av celebration. It's known as the Jewish Day of Love. It's known as the day on which the children of Israel found out and realized that no more deaths were going to happen in the wilderness. It's a really amazing day that's coming up. And so this makes this week that much sweeter, Tu B'Av coming upon us, the 15th of Av. Let's go now to Rabbi Shapira, who has lesson 4 for us in the series Emet Me'et Titmach. We hope this series is amazing and enlightening for you and very eye-opening. Let's go there now. Shavua Tov, everyone.
Shalom, everybody, and welcome to our program Emet Me'eretz Titzmach, Truth Spring Out of the Earth. In this program, we are answering claim of those who reject the Messiah, Yeshua, and claim that the faith in him is avodah zarah, it's kfirah, it's outside the norm of Judaism. Today, in this episode, I would like to speak for a moment on the pre-existent nature of the Messiah. Some claim that the faith in a divine Messiah that is pre-existent is violation of Torah and the words of Moses himself. But today, in this wonderful prophecy, I felt that it is appropriate to take you back to the beginning, literally to Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. It's important to note for all of us today that the Torah itself, if we take Genesis 1 line on the way to the end of Deuteronomy, we find that the Torah has 304, 805 letters, 79,977 words, and 5,845 verses. Now, I want you to think about this. The Torah starts with the word Bereshit, in the beginning. The middle word in the Torah is the word Yesod, and the last word in the 5 books of Moses is the word Israel. If you put it together, you get the expression Bereshit, Yesod, Israel, the beginning of Israel foundation. What is this verse? In the middle of the Torah is the verse when Moses took the blood and brought the atonement upon the children of Israel. This is the middle point, the essence of the blood. Could it be that the Torah, Bereshit Yesod Israel, the foundation of Israel, the merit of Israel, is a prophecy that prophesies about Yeshua himself? Could it be that he is right there in the middle of the text? I want you to think about this for a moment. The first 3 words in the Torah, Bereshit bara Elohim. If you take the end of each one of those letters, Bereshit bara Elohim, you have a Tav, you have a Mem, and you have an Aleph. Beginning, end, And the letter in the middle is Mem. Aleph, Mem, Taf. It's the Hebrew word emet. You get the word truth. If we apply the same principle, we have to ask ourselves the question, who is emet? What is the name emet represent? Allow me to show you this amazing prophecy found in the book of 2 Chronicles 15:3, where it says, now for many long seasons, Israel was without the God of emet, and without a teaching priest, and without Torah. This is important to understand. If there is no Elohei emet, there is no priest, and there is no Torah. And the question is, who is emet? The prophet Jeremiah tells us who is the one who is called emet. In Jeremiah 10:10 he says, but Yod Hei Vav Hei Elohim, he is the emet. He is the living God. He is the everlasting God. His wrath, the earth tremble, and the nation not able to abide by his indignation. Now, when we take this word in Hebrew, bemet, we see it embedded in Genesis 1:1. The Aleph, the Mem, and the Taf. He was there in the beginning. The very beginning of time. Aleph equal 1. Mem equal 40. And Taf equal 400. If you take this expression 441, it is equivalent for the word, and this is Messiah, son of David. This is Mashiach, son of David. The rabbis of Israel told us that it is a clue, a hint about the Messiah, son of David. And furthermore about this, now that we know that the Emet is one of the name of the Mashiach, who was there already in Genesis 1:1, we ask to ask ourselves a question. What else the Bible says about the Emet? He is called the Lord, but he is also the Messiah of Israel. Daniel received a vision of the Emet, and he says, and the host was given all over to it together with the continual burnt offering through transgression. And what? It cast down Emet to the ground, and it rode and it prospered. This Hebrew word for casting it down is important. The word to cast it down is the same word as the word to succeed, and is the same word as the word for shalom, representing our shalom. Hashlacha. He has been rejected in order to bring successes. That sounds like somebody we know, the one who has been rejected, the one who has been despised, in order the one to bring shalom. Here it says here he will be succeeded. And this word succeeded is important, because it's the same word that appears in Isaiah 52:13. Behold, my servant will be what? He will be successful. He will be exalted and will be lifted up and will be very high. The same word that appears in Daniel chapter 2 is the same word that is appearing in Isaiah 52:13 to represent the Emet. Who is the servant of the Lord that Isaiah is speaking about? Is none other than the Emet. And the Emet is Mashiach ben David. And that's why the prophets of Israel said the following, and I quote, hear the word of the Lord, you children of Israel, for the Lord had a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. Because there is no Emet. If there is no Emet, there is no grace, no mercy, and no knowledge of God in the land. Without knowing the real Emet, without knowing Mashiach, there is no grace, there is no mercy, and there is no opportunity for us to know God, because we have to know the Emet if we're to know God through the one who is called the agent of Emet, the servant of the Lord, according to the text. That's why in the Psalm it says that Chesed, the Emet, Grace and Emet and Mashiach have to meet in order to receive righteousness and shalom that ended up kissing one another. In order for us to receive grace, we need to first and foremost to find the Emet. And the Emet was there in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. That's exactly what it says. And that's why Yeshua says, I am the way, and I am the Emet, and I am the life, and nobody come to the Father except by me. He is the Emet. And as the prophet Daniel tells us in Isaiah, and even in Genesis 1:1, it is through the Emet that all things have been created and established for the sanctity, for the power, for the glory of the one who is called Emet. And we have to take this word to account seriously in the context of what it says specifically in the Sanhedrin 99 in conclusion. Rabbi Ben Abba said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan, and I quote, all the prophets prophesied of good things only for the days of the coming of the Mashiach, for the day that is coming of the Emet. Daniel even here prophesies of his own rejection of the Emet in order to bring success to you and I. Let us put our trust in Emet, in the Emet, the one that was there in the story of creation from the very beginning. God bless you, everybody. Shalom.
Shalom, friends, brothers, and sisters. In the Hebrew Bible known as the Tanakh, the Lord commanded Israel to celebrate Yom Teruah, also known by the name Rosh Hashanah. Ahavat Ami International has been on a mission to bring the entire world to celebrate together with Israel in a proper way the Chagim and the Moadim of the entire Jewish calendar. Because of that, we decided this year to release to the public a brand new publication, 100 Gates, 100 Shofarot in printed edition. This printed edition, brothers and sisters, include inside of it a secondary publication by the name Simanei HaMashiach. A publication that is not only on top of the Rosh Hashanah, Seder Tkiyot, the Ma'ariv, the Rosh Hashanah Day, Tractate Rosh Hashanah, and much, much more, such as the full commentary on the binding of Isaac, Tashlich, but also having it, the full and complete guide on how to celebrate Rosh Hashanah Seder, according to the tradition in the house of Israel, inside the same publication. So go to shofar.shuvu.tv. We are releasing it before Rosh Hashanah inside the United States. This is a definite guide, prayer book, all in one publication, over 200 pages, available for you for Rosh Hashanah. The King is in the field. Let us get ready. God bless you. I hope it will be a tremendous blessing to this entire community. 100 gates, 100 shofarot. Let's awaken the heavens.